This is a clip from an earlier live stream. I know you're going to like it, so the link to the full video is down below. Check it out. I'll see you over there.
I don't understand the official story at all.
Of his assassination?
I don't understand it, and I want to make sure that there is a truly rigorous and honest federal investigation of it, and I'm definitely concerned about that. A, B, I think that I don't know many of the details, but I know that recently Candace said that Egyptian registered aircraft were following Erica Kirk Charlie's widow around for a number of years in different places in the world. That's one of the weirdest things I've ever heard. And
just think about that for a second. If they were following her around for a number of years, they've only been married for like 7 years. So I digress there. But that means whatever plan to do whatever to Charlie Kirk had already been in play for a long time. This makes no sense. And the fact that Tucker Carlson is going to, I think the only reason Candace cares is because Tucker Carlson gave credence to her foolishness. He hasn't seen anything. He just says Candace said it.
I just want to say that is factually true. That's true.
How?
So that's like the one data point that I happen to know is true.
How do you know it?
I have literally no idea. I can't even guess, but that's very...
Tucker, how do you know it? To say that it's factually true, I said again, Candace Owens came to my house and sold me bootleg Girl Scout cookies. That is factually true. It's factually true that I said that statement.
Very strange.
And what is Egyptian? It could mean aircrafts from Egypt. Who knows?
I think that they were registered in Egypt.
Got it.
And but that fact is true. So and it also her claim that, there were kind of a disproportionately large number of foreign registered cell phones at the event.
That's so dumb.
That's also true. So
how do you know it? No. How do you know it? See, Candace does not want you to ask more questions. If you are a member of the Cantifa cult, she doesn't want you to ask questions. And so she's trying to make you, remember I told you yesterday, it's the snicker effect. Like, how dare you ask that question? Like, oh. Like, she's making fun of you, mocking you, kind of like Mean Girls, right? Mean Kids in high school. She doesn't want you to say, wait, hold on. How do you know this, Tucker? You're saying this emphatically to Theo Vaughn, and he's just head nodding it. Which, by the way, all of y'all were at Tucker's Christmas party. Okay, I digress. But she doesn't want you to think. She does not want you, she wants you to be allergic to thinking.
I don't know, but it means that, the FBI has a moral and legal obligation to look in every direction and to be open-minded as you would in any investigation, in journalism, in science. It's all the same process. I don't know the answer. And I'm going to sift through everything as open-mindedly as I can, as honestly as I can, to get to what the truth is. That's science, that's law enforcement, that's journalism. It's all the same. That's justice. And I just want to make sure that is happening. And I just don't have a ton of confidence in the FBI or the men who run it. And I'm not saying that out of ignorance at all.
That's a scary part, too.
I'm not alleging anything. I'm just saying
No.
I think it's really important that we have that.
That is what authenticity sounds like, and that's what we're doing here. We are investigating, right? Sometimes you get something wrong, you correct it, but I was right about the Egyptian planes. And when you hear Tucker Carlson say...
How do you know you were right about the Egyptian planes, Brenda? You've shown... She's like, because Tucker Carlson recanted and restated your dumb statement, that means you were right about it. You never showed us any proof. So just because Tucker says, oh, yeah, by the way, Candace Owens went over to Jason's house and tried to sell him some bootleg Girl Scout cookies, that doesn't mean it was true. It just means that Tucker restated the dumb statement that I made. This can't not be serious.
that he is confirming that that part is true.
How does he know
I
it?
take from that, Tucker Carlson has been very clear. He grew up with CIA agents, okay? This is a guy who grew up in Virginia. His father, he learned after his father died, he thought he was just working with the CIA. No, his father was on the payroll of the CIA. So Tucker's friends are in the state. So you should take it as a concrete fact that there's something up with these Egyptian planes, and they were in fact following around Charlie, and they were following around.
How do
Erica,
we
as
know
I told
that?
you.
Okay.
And that means people in the NSA, the CIA, are confirming that that is real.
Wow.
And yet, just last week, what we got from Blake Neff, and I know he's untouchable, he's in the fam, but I'm going to go ahead and touch that and say, like, this is not okay, the vibe is not right, is making a mockery of it. That is what we mean when we say none of this is passing the vibe check with Turning Point USA. There's no clear answers. There's mockery, there's laughter, but there's no clear answers. And the mockery and the laughter is not working. Neither is this idea that, well, now the widow has spoken. We're not dealing.
I think that I'm gonna back that up a second. I don't like backing it up. I think it's that face is epic, Jason. That face right there that's just crazy. I think it's fair to say that the mockery is in fact working. If you laugh at Cantifa, if you've been laughing at the Candaspiracy, I do believe that it's working. Look at this face. Listen to how she says it. The mocking isn't working. Well, why are you bringing it up then, Brenda?
Following around Erica, as I told you, and that means people in the NSA, the CIA, are confirming that that is real.
That's wild that
And
she
yet,
made that jump.
Just last week, what we got from Blake Neff, and I know he's untouchable, he's in the fam, but I'm going to go ahead and touch that and say, like, this is not okay, the vibe is not right, is making a mockery of it. That is what we mean when we say none of this is passing the vibe check with Turning Point USA. There's no clear answers. There's mockery, there's laughter, but there's no clear answers. And the mockery and the laughter is not working. Neither is this idea that, well, now the widow has spoken. We're not dealing with the widow. We want the CEO and the chairman of Turning Point USA to answer. Okay?
Somebody go, when this is over with, pull up the transcript and do a control F for the word mockery, laughter. I think I've counted her saying mockery 7 times already. I could be wrong, but look that up. I really believe this poor girl. She need a hug, y'all. George, get your girl.
Compartmentalize, then I don't see how you're going to be able to lead this organization.
Why do you care?
Future. Because Charlie worked. We knew who Charlie was because he was authentic.
Why do you care?
He didn't just go, well, I only make time for like big pocket donors.
Who said
He
that?
was sitting college campuses. He was speaking to people, understanding people. He was changing his ideas and he was changing minds. And you are not changing my mind about the fact that something weird happened that day and that TPUSA is acting funny because you give it an impassioned plea and speak about Nehemiah on Fox News. Okay? None of it makes any sense. Anyways, Tucker then goes on and states the obvious predicament further, which is that we just don't have any faith in the government. Take a listen to him discussing some of these lingering questions.
Here's what I am concerned about. A lot of things. One, he acted alone. Tell me how that worked. I don't, none of us really act alone.
It's hard to go anywhere by yourself, too.
Thank you. Exactly. You acted totally alone. Okay. You're going to have to prove that to me. It's totally possible. Anything is possible. Weird things have happened. We'll continue to. But that's not my default assumption. And
I agree with Tucker. I agree. Tucker, they should prove to you how this person acted alone or whatever, how he did it. Man, where do they actually do that? I wonder, is there going to be a formal place where they kind of lay out all the facts and how it all happened? Man, what is that? Boy, that would be really smart if they had something like that, Tucker, where they could actually do that and kind of let us all see everything, how this happened as best as we understood it. If only that existed. Man, that'd be great. That would be a fantastic way to bring justice to the world if we had like a system in play that when somebody committed a crime or whatever, and the officials kind of pieced it all together and kind of helped us understand. Boy, that would be great, man. I wonder what that would be called. What would you call that, Tucker? What do you think they should call that thing? Anybody in the chat? Anybody? Bueller? Oh, a trial. That's what it could be. A trial. That's probably where they put all the evidence out, Tucker. And you'll probably get to see all of it, just like I'll get to see it in the best live chat in the most electrifying comment section. We'll all see it at the same time. Wow. That is amazing that they've already put something in place like that. Man. And they'll do it in a court of law, not the court of popular opinion. Man, humans are pretty snazzy, man. That is amazing. I know you liked that episode. This is actually a clip from a larger live stream. The link is down in the description, so you can go check it out. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you down there. Grace and peace.